Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna do a little Duracoat project on my AR upper that I got. I'm gonna be doing it in Magpul Flat Dark Earth. Basically, I've already used this stuff. It's pretty simple to use. I mean, when you get it, you gotta shake this. There's a little ball inside of it. You're supposed to shake it up for a couple of minutes because it separates. So you just gotta mix it all back up. This is the degreaser that you would use to clean the piece that you're going to be spraying, and here's a little bit of the hardener. Now to mix the stuff up, basically all I did was didn't have any measuring spoons or anything like that, so I just took the ones that I had in my kitchen and just used a piece of aluminum foil, just stuck it in there. So I got something to use as a measuring tool. That's 1 tablespoon, and this is for 1 teaspoon for the hardener. Like I said, I've already used this stuff before on my MP40C just to do the slide. I mean, 1 tablespoon of this stuff is good just for just a slide, and I had some left over. I mean, they say you can get like 4 firearms out of this stuff, out of every bottle. The way I bought it was actually with the kit. It came with all this and the reducer, which I don't have on the table right now. But then you can also just buy it so that you have the paint and the hardener itself. I think just like the paint and the hardener was like $20 or something like that. And then like you get the degreaser and the it's like a thinner for it. Just thins it out so that it goes through the airbrush a little bit better. I think it was like 30 something. I don't even remember. It was about 2 months ago when I bought this stuff. And basically the spray gun I'm using is just a basic spray gun set that I got from a hobby shop. I mean, the amount of spraying that I do with this stuff, I mean, this is perfect. You don't gotta go crazy with it. I mean, it's just basic, simple stuff. Little airbrush. So let's get to it. I already have the piece taped off, and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, when it comes to the degreaser, it's pretty simple. I mean, just basically putting it on to clean it. You're just spraying it, and you take like a Scotch-Brite pad that they actually give you with the kit, and you just cleaning the piece off, getting all the debris, if there's any grease from when you get it from the factory, the store, or whatever. And you just hit the top. Then it kind of roughens it up a little bit. So, there you go. I'm not going to show you how to do the whole thing, but I'll just give you an idea of how to do it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix up the hardener and the paint itself. So I'm just going to take 1 tablespoon of the Duracoat. Dump it in. And then I'm going to take 1/4 tablespoon of the hardener. And pour it in. And now, let's cover it up. Shake it up a little bit, and then mix it. And then we're ready to start spraying. Alright, now I'm just going to start spraying it. I've already adjusted the nozzle for the right spray that I want. The other thing is too, this stuff stinks, so you want to do it in like a well-ventilated area. And basically all you're doing is just going right over it. Nice and light. You're not going to get it all on in one coat, so I mean they recommend that you do about 3 coats. on this, so the first coat doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the first coat on the one side, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, got the first coat on. Now basically they say like in between coats. Alright, that's the first coat's on it. Now basically what they say is that you could either wait 20 minutes in between each coat, or you could take like a heat gun and you could dry it that way to speed up the process. And I got one that's got adjustable temperatures on it, so I got it set for like medium. And it just basically speeds up the process of the paint drying, instead of waiting the full 20 minutes. If you actually, you can't really see it, but if you can actually see the paint like drying on the upper itself. Alright, that's the first coat. I mean, I don't know how good you could see how it comes out, but that's basically the first coat, and I'm going to put 2 more coats on it as well. Now the other thing they said too is in the instructions that the more hardener you use, the shinier the finish will be. So just also keep that in mind, that you don't want to, if you don't want it too shiny, don't put too much of the hardener in. Just keep an eye on that. Alright, I'll do the next 2 coats and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I mean, here you can see I got the Magpul trigger guard on it, the flat dark earth trigger guard, and you can see that the trigger guard is darker, a little bit darker than the Duracoat Magpul flat dark earth. So I mean, you're going to get some difference in color, because nothing's ever going to match. I mean, they even tell you that on their website. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably spray it just to match it. Okay guys, here is the finished product. Basically they say in 3 hours you could put the firearm back together. It takes like a couple weeks for it to actually cure the right way. As far as cleanup goes, I basically use like lacquer thinner to clean it up. Like as far as like handling wise, basically they say like normal rubbing, it should last, but if you drop it, it will chip. I'm starting to think it's like almost like it feels almost like a rubberized, like, not rubberized, but it's not Cerakote, that's for sure. But it does work. Like I said, I did my M&P with it, and that thing seems to be holding up pretty good so far. So there you have it. Duracoat on my AR. Talk to you guys soon.